It is a period of Star Wars mania, as new movies, comic books, novels, and TV shows populate the system. Fueled by their love and passion for the galaxy far, far away, two exceptional geeks tap into hundreds of holocrons in order to bring you the knowledge and insight of all things Star Wars. Come and join them as they go inside the Force.
Hello and welcome everybody back to Inside the Force, where we're exploring the galaxy far, far away, the Star Wars galaxy. I'm David Cottingham with Casey Cooley.
Hello, everybody.
And I have fully constructed my Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
It's that is standing in the corner.
It is complete.
Staring at us.
Yeah, just like...
It's awesome.
At ease.
I've tweeted it out before. I'll go ahead and maybe do this again, because before it wasn't fully equipped correctly by Chad Perkins and Casey.
Yeah.
And his leg keeps coming off there a little bit.
So ripped.
Yeah. I need to loosen the back end of that. That's why the front part is going off. Anyway, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, for Christmas, the guys got me a mannequin, a store mannequin, so I can dress him in my Stormtrooper outfit, fully loaded Stormtrooper outfit from our movies, our fan films, The Unknown Discovery and Rise of the Troopers. Yeah. Let's go check those out on our YouTube channel, our 21 Productions YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/21pro. That's got the two fan films that you can enjoy over and over again, like many have already. Thousands of views. Yes. And in Rise of the Troopers case, 100,000 views. Cool. Go watch them. All right, so this is the last episode of January, where we are highlighting episode 6 month. Right. We are wrapping episode 6. So next week, we will be tackling episode 1, because we're going backwards as the movies were released, in a sense. So we're finishing this with one of the great ones, I think.
Yes, indeed.
We are profiling one of the great ones. And I think we've had a good month with Sarlacc, the Death Squadron, General Maydeen, right? I think that's what we... Yeah, so... But we're going to stick with the Rebels again and go with a character that probably has one of the most iconic lines in the Star Wars galaxy.
That will not be my quote at the end of the show.
It won't be?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be.
We're going to say it probably a few times there.
Yeah.
It's a trap. There you go.
There you go.
Just say it.
We're going to be doing Admiral Ackbar.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Admiral Ackbar.
I'll think of something better.
Yeah, okay. He's got a lot of
He does
quotes.
Some good ones.
We'll may the Force be with us.
Yeah. May the Force be with us. We're gonna hit them all that before the show ends.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna then talk about some news. We got some news not related to episode 7, so we got a lot of side news to go with today, and then we got some trivia to finish the month out. All right, so here let's just get into it. Admiral Ackbar. Unfortunately, no birth date for this guy.
Oh, man.
But his name, if you didn't know, his name is actually... Did we go with Guile?
Guile, sure.
I think it's Guile.
It's probably pronounced in the episode he's in, Clone Wars.
Probably. Do they?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. Because he was commander in that, I think.
Yeah.
It's Gail, so we'll go with Guile Ackbar. A lot of you know him as obviously Admiral Ackbar, but before that he was Gale. And he's a male Mon Calamarian. His homeworld is actually a world called Dak.
He wasn't born in Mon Cal?
Which is weird, yes, because there is a Mon Calamari system. Mm-hmm. Is that right? I mean, that is right.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a water world.
But his home world is Dak. I guess he was born on Dak. He was born in Coral Depths City, which is the water world, which is on the water world of Dak. Raised in a prominent merchant clan in Foamwater City, where he grew up and got. I mean, I read this and I was like, well, obviously he grew interested in science and the sea. I mean, what else is around?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, come on.
Land.
He was, after school, he was elected as the Coral Cities representative on the Calamarian Council, became a proponent for Mon Calamari to explore space during the Clone Wars. It's a very, very political. Now, that's really all of his upbringing. Now, it jumps to when he was, like I said, a captain during the Second Battle of Mon Calamari, which takes place during the Clone Wars. In those episodes, there's actually a 3-part episode series during the Clone Wars, which was very good. You had guys like, obviously Anakin was in it, and then Kit Fisto. You had a lot of Kit Fisto in that.
That was just a cool. The guns they use, those staffs that shot lasers. That was pretty cool.
And they had, because I was talking about it. I remember they had like the Separatists had a shark looking guy.
That was pretty scary.
Yeah,
eat people.
That was kind of the leader of the Separatists that attacked Mon Calamari. Now this gets into kind of the conflict, the what do you call it? The second exterior conflict between the Calamarians and the Quarrels, the Corrins, who are like you pointed out, they look like a squid head.
They're squids, yeah.
Yeah, they got like
squid people.
Correct. I was trying to think of a
prominent
character. The prominent character that we're going to talk about, his name is Segar Tells. Now, he's the leader of the Corrins, and he was very jealous of the Mon Calamarians, and he actually helped. So this was during the Clone Wars, where we talked about how Admiral Ackbar, at the time, Captain Ackbar, you can see it. You can watch Clone Wars and see him be a very good leader. Mm-hmm. They overcome, obviously, here's the Separatist commander. His name is Riff Tamson.
Riff.
So is that is that the shark-looking guy? Let me look at him real quick. I think it is, but yes,
I have
that's
to watch
him.
that again. I remember that being really cool.
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, that's him. I remember him.
Yeah.
So he was the leader of the Separatists at that time during that battle of Mon Calamari. That's in the Clone Wars. It is a very good series. I want to say I think it happened in season 3. Maybe you can look at that. I think it was season
he was in.
Yeah, you could probably just look at the bottom of the reference.
Yeah.
But so this was a big opportunity because after the Clone Wars happened, the Quarren, that conflict with Tells being jealous, he actually helped the Galactic Empire. Season 4? Mm-hmm. Okay, season 4.
First episodes.
Yeah, it was like 3 episodes, I think. It was a 3-episode arc.
It was more than that, 4. Mm. Yeah, it was 4-part episode.
It was good, very good.
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't 4. I think he was in 4 episodes, but I think that series was like a 3-parter because it looked like he was in an episode later on in the season.
I think he was.
So yeah,
but it was season 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So check that out. First 3 episodes of season 4 for this battle, the second battle of Mon Calamari. Now, so after the Clone Wars ends, he was chosen leader, council leader, and the Quarrens, namely Segar Tells, basically helps the Empire invade and conquer Mon Calamari, enslaving Ackbar.
Yeah.
And basically the Mon Calamarians. And Ackbar, the thing about it is Ackbar quickly devised a resistance movement and fought against the Empire. But he was, the counterattack by the Empire stopped it. They captured Ackbar, enslaved him, and he became the translator for Grand Moff Tarkin. Which explains a lot.
So because he's translating between what languages?
I guess Mon Calamari. Yeah. I guess. I mean, unless Ackbar spoke a ton of languages, which I don't. It doesn't really portray that. But
it's just that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why he would need a translator for that language? Just he would actually. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. But he served as Tarkin's translator, and while he was serving under Tarkin, obviously he was learning. under his staff, and he acquired just a ton of knowledge, Imperial knowledge, from their doctrines to the secret construction of the Death Star. He just knew everything that Tarkin knew, basically. He was just around Tarkin this whole time. So there was a time that Tarkin was traveling to the Death Star, and the Rebel Alliance learned about this, and they launched an operation to capture him, as well as a Bevel Lemelisk, who's another Imperial, right?
There's a card. He has a card.
He does?
I think in the challenge deck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think somewhere.
Maybe. So he goes after, the Rebels go after, try to capture these Imperial guys, but they're successful in basically destroying the ship, but Tarkin gets away in a transport. Thinking that it was a disappointment that they got away, they actually gained by freeing Ackbar and acquiring his knowledge of everything he's learned under Tarkin. So that was a plus. That was a plus.
That's good catch. Good steal.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
So he ends up obviously going back to Mon Calamari and pledges their starships to Mon Mothma and the Rebel Alliance. Now, there's a part where this kind of talks about another situation that involves Tarkin. Now, are you saying this comes from a book?
It said the novelization of Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed 2. Okay, yeah, okay. So
make sure that's the first
Force Unleashed 2. I think there was a time where he shows up working with Bail Organa and
it might be in the game as well.
Juno
actually.
Eclipse,
the first one, I think.
I don't remember. I played the first one a few times.
Yeah.
I don't remember Ackbar in that because that was all about Starkiller and the Death Star and all that stuff. It had to have been, I think, the second game, or the novel or the graphic novel or something like that. But Juno Eclipse, who was the Imperial assigned to fly around Starkiller in the first game, and then they got romantically involved.
I think there's just like conflicting sources on this. But,
yeah.
The novelization of the second one seems to be the biggest thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bail Organa, Juno Eclipse, they go to Dak to help Ackbar unite the two species, which are the Quarren and the Calamaris again, to try to get them teamed up to help fight the Imperials, the Empire. But as they are together, they get the Empire shows up. 24 stormtroopers show up to capture them, and Tarkin is leading this raid. So thinking, Tarkin's telling Ackbar, Tel's betrayed you again.
Yeah.
I'm here because Tel's told me and all this stuff. I'm here to capture you. But suddenly a bunch of explosives that were timed went off. In the confusion, Proxy, who is the droid in the sparring droid, I think he's a sparring droid, right?
Something like that,
he actually, and he can take the form. He can
like
hologram. He can hologram himself in different forms. He holograms himself into Tarkin.
Yeah.
And leads the stormtroopers away. Like, come follow me, guys.
Yeah.
So they run with him and leaving Tarkin by himself, but fortunately Tarkin still gets away, and Ackbar finds out that Tells did not betray him, that he's the one that actually timed everything, because he was timing it like he set it up basically to capture Tarkin, but that fell through. But it still united them. They end up working together against the Empire. So really, that leads up to the movies. Which, do we have anything besides the movies that interesting about Ackbar?
Seems like following the revolution, and I guess meaning the Battle of Yavin, I suppose. It seems like there's like little things here. It says like Ackbar led the Rebel Alliance to the first minor victory against the Imperial Navy during the Battle of Turkana. Yeah, it's like the first minor, just the Navy. So that are we counting that as like space? I guess
that's the fleet basically.
Fleet, yeah. And that's when he got the rank of commander in the Alliance Navy, although he retained his rank as Admiral in the Mon Calamari Navy, so I guess he was part of 2 navies, I suppose, whatever. There's not much. There's one little instance where he was rescued by, I just bring it because Renegade Squadron makes an appearance and rescuing him from, looks like by Boba Fett, or like some exchange where he got captured by Boba Fett or something like that. There's one really cool thing where after the Battle of Yavin, I guess sometime after, there were I think we mentioned this before. There were still Imperials there, even though the Death Star was destroyed. There's still some fighters and stuff going on, I guess, where there's a blockade of the Yavin system still there by the Empire, and it was Ackbar, with the help of Luke and all those guys, they helped him get the rebels through that blockade, and it was because of this great skill. Mon Mothma saw it, noticing Ackbar, gave him the rank of Supreme Commander of the Rebel Fleet, the head of all rebellion military operations, and he apparently got the nickname somehow as Father of the Alliance Navy, which sounds pretty cool. And
Father of the Alliance Navy.
Yeah.
Nice.
And from that promotion, he pretty much what we know of him in Episode 6, he organized all the ships that the Rebel Alliance kind of owned and possessed. He organized everything, trained everybody, made it a cohesive army, basically, to fight the Empire in Episode 6.
Nice.
So he's turned out to be pretty cool.
Now remember this, because we will bring his card up that's in the card game. It says here, like, he was, in terms of tactics, he was best known for his audacious close-range assault.
Yeah.
First seen at the Battle of Endor. Do you remember tactics?
Yeah, I get you.
All right. So that's pretty much Admiral Ackbar. Everything else is beyond the Episode 6.
Yeah.
Which we will...
Yeah.
He could show up
in
Episode 7.
I hope so.
I mean, this...
He's got to.
According to EU, he dies shortly before the end of the Yuzong Vong War, right?
Yeah.
This is saying about 23 years after the Battle of Yavin, which puts it about 19 years after Episode 6. Now, technically, he would be dead.
Yeah.
If they followed that in Episode 7,
right.
But
if it's 30 years, yeah.
Correct. So if they keep him alive, obviously this will destroy a lot of EU again.
Everything's going to be just...
Everything
Get used to it, everybody.
Yeah, totally.
Get used to it.
Absolutely.
Everything's going to be destroyed. Come on.
Everything Episode 6.
Yeah.
After Episode 6, I just don't see it happening.
If we're surprised, then I don't know. We'll see. If it goes the opposite direction,
right.
Whatever. But that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so that's Ackbar.
Ackbar.
I guess we'll go ahead and bring his card up in.
Got his cool swivel chair. I'm looking at a picture of him.
Yeah.
And Home One, is that what he's
Home One. That's his
and
flagship.
Just in that chair, just back and forth. He's just turning around.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So his card, I have his card in my Rebel deck. I don't know if you do. Okay, so he's a Rebel affiliation, obviously. Yeah, he's first off, he comes in a very good objective set. He comes in with the objective set draw their fire, which is a 2-resource objective. We're talking about the card game now. Star Wars the card game.
Card game. Come on.
So and it's a very good. I think it's a very good objective set because you get Admiral Ackbar and you got the Fleet Command Center, which is the 3 cost but 3 resource. After you refresh, place a shield.
It's got Don on it.
Yes. You got Heroic Sacrifice, which I think is pretty key.
What's that one?
That is a 1-cost card where it's an action. You sacrifice a vehicle unit. And then target an enemy vehicle unit with printed cost 4 or lower to sacrifice.
Right.
And then you get an X-Wing, and then you get an X-Wing escort.
Yeah, come on.
So you got to have it. Now, Ackbar is a very, very interesting card. I think, but you have to play it right.
Yes.
Now, so he costs 3, 3 force icons, 2 damage capacity. He's a unique, and all his abilities are 2 tactics.
Edge-enabled, right?
It's edge-enabled tactics, so you have to win the edge battle. Now,
but
the best way to play this guy is through his action. So during an engagement, play this unit from your hand as a participating unit on your side. So it's an action, meaning that after it's not smart to do it if you lose the edge battle. But if you win the edge battle, that means you strike first. So there's an action window there. Bam. You can play him if you have the resources, because you have to pay him. You can't put him into play. It's pay him to play. Play him from your hand. 3 costs, put him in. He's got 2 enabled units now. Enabled tactics. And then he has a reaction. After this unit enters play, during an engagement, deal 1 damage to each participating enemy unit.
That's good.
That's good. Because you can not just focus them out, but you can damage them as well.
Everybody, that's part. Or all the defending.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So he's very, very good. I like that. I liked it. I like his card. He's in my deck. My Rebel deck, so that's Admiral Ackbar. I think they did him right there.
Yeah,
he's the tactical commander, father of the Alliance Navy.
Yeah,
that's probably gonna be the title of this episode.
Probably. That's why I said it. 'Cause I thought it was
good. And I was looking for a title. All right, so that's Admiral Ackbar, and that's Admiral Ackbar in the Star Wars the card game.
Ackbar.
Right off Forge Bay with us.
It's a wrap. Where's my hat? No one knows what that is, probably.
That was great. All right. What's the news?
The news. There's one cool thing that Latino Review, again, has apparently found out. Their sources say that Pixar Animation Studios has been given their own Star Wars movie to do. And that is all of that news source. So there was a rumor about this a while ago, thinking like, will Pixar do a Star Wars movie since it's Disney, technically, or in all aspects, it is Disney.
You think they will? Is that that's a rumor though, right?
Yeah, that's a rumor. I think sure, why not? I mean, I don't know. It would be considered canon, of course, but it's just like Clone Wars 3D animation,
right?
I mean, why not?
Yeah,
why won't they do it? But who knows?
I mean, they're devoted in. I guess Lucasfilm, but that's still Disney. They're devoted to making one Star Wars live action one a year. Mm-hmm. So I guess if you want to just add to it, whatever.
Oh, yeah, man. Jeez, I mean, except honestly,
if they can make it look like the dang trailers, of like Force Unleashed, that's the animation. I don't know if
Pixar would ever do that though.
No,
but that's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, why can't Disney Animation do it then?
Yeah,
and just do it like that. And because we're getting live action movies, take 5 years. I don't care.
Yeah.
Make it look like that.
Yeah.
That would be, that would be incredible.
That would be really cool.
Those especially that one where I think it's the second, maybe the only trailer for 2 when he's in that hangar and he's got both lightsabers.
Oh,
for Force Unleashed too.
Oh yes.
Remember when he's just like throwing his lightsabers around and
all the stormtroopers?
Yes.
Killing the stormtroopers. Yeah.
And he jumps up and.
That was like the first thing we saw of the second one, right?
Yes.
Right before we were at Superman Celebration. We saw that the night before you interviewed Whitworth.
Correct.
And he was like, I just saw it. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Oh, dang, that was like the best thing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think, was that
because we were in the hotel room.
That was the second trailer, I think, because the first trailer, rember, he destroyed that big creature. It was like a real teaser. Yeah, that big Rancor.
That's some kind of IGN thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the second one came out where he's in that room.
Yeah.
Invaders like kill him or whatever, and oh man, that was awesome.
He kills everybody. Yeah.
He kills them all. Oh man, it's so badass. All right,
Pixar, do it. Make many of them. Make many Star Wars movies. That'd be cool. Going forward, there is a book trilogy that Lucasfilm has. I mean, not Lucasfilm. I guess whatever. Lucas Books, whatever you call it. Announced called Sword of the Jedi book trilogy. Apparently, it's actually. I don't know if it's been written. Or if it's just been really heavily planned and treatment, all that stuff. But anyways, the author of those books, I'm assuming it's the author, Christy Golden, she tweeted that the Sword of the Jedi trilogy is on hold because the story group that we know as now the canon Godfathers, whatever you want to call them, the story group, they are going to decide what the new continuity is going to be. So they're putting the Sword of the Jedi trilogy on hold until they can decide what the new continuity is. And that's good news, honestly. I feel like, because They literally are going from here on out, looking at every single book.
Everything.
And if it doesn't fit continuity, it's probably going to be rewritten or not
changed,
included.
Yes.
So that's cool. I mean, it's going along what we thought. Everything here on out will be considered canon.
I love it.
Everything before.
I love it.
Yeah, they're going to go through it. And
I mean, just listen to our podcast a couple episodes ago where we mentioned this before they talk about the story group. Like we say, there's got to be somebody that got to look at all this stuff.
Yes.
And now they're doing that. I like this interesting too that, it says here that, Christy Golden, who's the one that wrote this, she says on her Twitter, she clarified that her earliest tweet saying that she's not privy to inside information on the story group's actions. Quote, all I know is that, all I know what you know.
I know what you know.
I know what you know. Whether Star Wars continuity will be changed or not. Don't read anything more into my comments than that.
Yeah, she's addressing all. Yeah.
And she's saying that story group decides what the new continuity is going to be. It's on hold. As soon as I know, I'll discuss it. So yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome.
Cool.
So it sounds like she's written most of these.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
And it's about Jaina Solo.
Okay.
It's a trilogy of books about Jaina Solo.
It's after episode 6.
Yes, I'm assuming it is because it looks like
probably
an older.
Present
it looks
time.
like she's older. It might be beyond.
Yeah, 7.
The Jedi. I might be beyond the new Jedi Order.
Man, that's big too. It's hard not to read into it because it's about Jaina Solo.
Because that image there, look, she's an older person, right? I mean,
yes,
that looks like an older
it's a silhouette. It's just older, grown up. She has her lightsaber.
Yep.
It's hard not to read.
So how old is she in the new Jedi Order stuff? How old are the twins?
They were born.
They were born about 6 years after.
Yeah. So New Jedi Order, they're in their 20s.
Oh, okay.
When New Zevon happened. So New Zevon started 25 to 30 ABY. So they were about 20 to 25 years old throughout the course of that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think they might.
Either.
Wow.
They are it.
It's possible. It's possible that. I mean, think about it. They could name the twins someone else.
That's a possible, yeah.
And Jaina and Jason may never exist.
Mm-hmm. They could be like, hey, keep the story, but change your name. To Rebecca.
Wow.
Or something.
Yes. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. But one last piece of news. Star Wars Rebels. Dave Filoni has revealed a new character by the name of Chopper, and it is an astromech droid named Chopper. It's part of the Rebel team, and apparently this character is it's funny how they've been describing it. They say one quote is, if R2-D2 is like the top dog or whatever, this is considered like the cat or
the
something.
Cat.
So apparently Chopper is just complaining. Apparently he's like I don't know what you call a Larry David of droids or something.
Right.
Just whatever, complains and maybe gets into trouble a lot or something like that. And they describe him as basically being built from spare parts because the Rebels can't afford anything nice. So they basically constructed an astromech droid out of spare parts. Looks cool. He has a pretty detailed design of him, and he has a rocket boost out of the bottom of his canister there. And looks cool. Looks like an iconic character to come out of Rebels.
Nice.
That all the kids will love. So that is all the news that I have for you.
I will add one more.
Oh, okay.
Something that came out right after the last week's episode.
Okay.
Concerning the card game.
Oh, okay.
Was the announcement of the 5th Force Pack.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. Was that recent?
Yeah, it came out last week. The announcement of the fifth Force Pack in the Echoes of the Force cycle starting in the month of February. So we're not even. This isn't even going to come out for another 5 months. Basically,
Yeah.
I think they're going to come out once a month. We will talk more in depth about this on Star Wars TCG, which is going to come out this Saturday. From myself, Casey here, and Corey Cooley. We will get more in depth to that, but some real good. One card I am just dying to get into this is the Bounty Hunter that we've profiled before, IG-88.
Yes.
the bounty hunter droid. He is unbelievable. He is massive. He is by far the most impressive bounty hunter card that we've gotten. I mean, more impressive than Boba Fett. Yeah, now, Boba Fett with his armor, you know, that's pretty good. But this guy, he's, he costs 5.
Mm-hmm. That's hard, though.
He's elite. Mm-hmm. He's got 2 black unit damages, 1 black blast damage, and 1 edge-enabled blast damage. And then it says this unit. Now, this is what's crazy. These force packs, these echoes of the force packs coming out, they're really focused on the balance part and the force cards. This unit, IG-88, gains a unit and a tactic while there are fewer than 3 enemy units committed to the force. Mm-hmm. So if you decide, hey, I've got Obi-Wan out here. Mm-hmm. I just need to commit 1. I got 4 force icons. Mm-hmm. Well, my boy here has 3 unit damage then and a tactic.
Kill Obi-Wan.
And, that is incredible. Mm-hmm. Dang. Plus, he comes with a card in his objective set called Sonic Detonation. And it is a 2 cost. And the action is capture one of your opponent's force icons from his supply at any objective of your choice. Treat it as a captured card.
Force cards, right? Those are commit cards?
The commit card. Yeah. So that means you can't then commit 3 people.
Yeah.
I get IG-88 out there. There's no way.
That's it.
Oh, man. That is awesome. I can't wait to get that card. But that's several months away. Mm-hmm. But there's definitely some great cards coming in these force packs. Well, like I said, listen to Star Wars TCG. That's every other Saturday. Me, Casey, and Corey. StarWarsTCG.com. You can listen to all those episodes. We talk nothing but Star Wars, the card game. We're going to get more in depth with these force packs as they are released, starting next month, definitely. But we're doing a lot of deck testing right now with some of these championship decks versus our personal favorite decks. Mm-hmm. And right now, we actually just tested the world champion who won the world championship back in November. He had played with a Rebel deck that seemed pretty impressive, but it just went 1-1.
It's pretty impressive, but it's just those daggone scums.
I know. I beat it with my scum deck, which I've only lost 1 time with that deck. Now I did change it up this time.
Yeah,
and 1 change, but not much. It wasn't much.
Even changing it, unless you just make stupid changes, just having those corrupt officials, it's huge. Hard to get around that. It's really hard if you just don't draw them.
And if I can get that Tatooine crash out there, which is that capture the top card every refresh phase, if I could protect that, that is. I end up having like 6-7 captured cards. Mm-hmm. Pretty awesome. All right, so we'll like I said, we'll get more into the card game stuff if you're listening to that. If not, then we just completely wasted your time.
Well, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. All right. Wow, that was a short episode, I guess. But,
that's all right.
We'll get into some trivia. Again, let's see. Casey's
3 up still.
I'm up 27-17. Casey is 24-20.
I've never been a good guesser.
We're doing a question from Return of the Jedi here. So let's see.
You picked this time. I picked last time.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to look at numbers on here somewhere.
5, 2, 3, 7.
The year's 2014. I don't think we can do 2014 though.
But we can do.
Can we do 2014?
214. No, we can't.
How about 2214?
2214.
Okay, whatever.
You just predicted the end of the world.
2214. Okay, here we go. 22, if I can find it. All right, so we're in Obsessed with Star Wars trivia book that we've been doing ever since the beginning of these episodes. We've done more than 43 questions, though. But all right, 2214. Here we go. Return of the Jedi. What the? This is crazy.
Okay.
Who was an accountant in Jabba the Hutt's crime rings organization?
Oh. Okay.
Who was an accountant in Jabba the Hutt's crime organization?
Okay.
A. Guri. B. Tessic. C. Hermie Odie. Or is it Odal? Is that an L? Odal. And then D. Jaquil.
Jaquil?
Jaquil.
Jaquil? He was in there? No.
Jaquil.
This is going to be a stupid guessing one where I'm going to guess it wrong.
I know. It's all a guess. I don't know any of those.
22-14.
So on that side. For some reason, Tessic sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's popped in my head.
But
Guri, Tessic, Hermie Odal, and Jaquil.
Jaquil.
Man, I'm going to be your accountant. Jaquil.
Jaquil.
Hire me, your accountant. Jaquil, or whatever, yeah. Gosh, dang it.
Yeah, that one's, I don't know.
Well, and, Tessic popped in my head first when you read it.
Yeah.
I would, if I were to have another guess, it'd be Hermie.
Hermie?
I'll go with Tessic.
You're going Tessic?
Sure, I'm going to get it wrong.
Okay. I'm going to go Jaquil.
You go Jaquil? Jaquil? Man.
I'm going Jaquil.
Might be Jaquil.
Yeah. I don't know why, but that's kind of standing out to me. 22.
It's going to be you. I tell you. It's going to be Jaquil.
You want me to choose?
Yeah, do Jaquil.
Do Jaquil?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 is D.
Okay.
No, and it is B.
Tessic. Cool.
Dang it.
Jaquil's another guy.
See, I knew Tessic kind of Tessic stood
He's
out.
Jabba's drug dealer. That's who Tessic.
Probably.
That's who Jaquil is.
Probably.
That's
or his limo driver
give
or
that
something, right?
opium thing. He smokes a lot.
Dang it, Jaquil. I'm going to look him up, see what he actually
if
does.
He really is a person?
Yeah. He's got to be. He's listed in there.
He's got to be. Let's do it right now.
Go ahead. Look him up. I got to change this. So next month, we are going to hit on episode 1. We are going to profile characters from...
This character, you recognize him.
Who, Jaquil?
Jaquil.
Is he a Weequay?
No, I don't know what he is, but I remember seeing him in Jabba's palace.
Yeah. So who is Tessic?
Tessic.
He might be some droid.
It's... They didn't give his last name, too, so I could say something really bad here, but I'm not going to. Actually, he's a Quarren.
Oh, it's that guy.
Tessic, the Quarren.
Wow. He looks like he's like on Coruscant.
Yeah.
And then he goes and does his books.
Yes.
Crazy.
Good stuff.
He's a Quarren.
Mm-hmm.
We just talk about them.
Yep. Did you listen?
Yeah. Rewind. All right, so go check us out at InsideTheForce.com. That's where you can find all 43 episodes of Inside the Force, where we've been profiling characters and vehicles, planets, systems, everything from the Star Wars universe. We are going to hit on episode 1.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want to hear anybody in particular, send us a tweet
if you care.
At Inside the Force.
Hopefully our listeners won't drop.
I know.
Doing the prequels.
Info
people.
at InsideTheForce.com is our email if you want to hit us up there. Casey's at Kryptonian1138. I'm D Cottingham21. We're on Twitter. Just send us messages there if you want to hear somebody in particular. We are probably, I'm pretty sure we're not going to highlight Jar Jar Binks.
No, I guess not. I'll
but
do a video.
Yeah.
Here's Jar Jar.
But there's some good, we enjoy the prequels.
You do.
We enjoy the prequels. So,
I mean, I was a kid when they were made. So.
Hey, live with it. It's canon.
Yeah.
So there's no way they're changing that. So we're going to talk about episode 1. I mean, I'm just trying to think of who even to start with.
For episode 1, Qui-Gon maybe.
Qui-Gon's a possibility, definitely. I mean, it's definitely somebody maybe
Shmi.
on the, definitely someone maybe on the council that you don't really know much of.
The other Yoda character. The other Yoda
We haven't done Ki-Adi Mundi, right?
No. Yeah, but there's a lot of those. Yeah, there's plenty we can do.
Yeah. Plo Koon. Oh, we did Plo Koon, I think.
No, wait, you did. We did do Plo. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we did Plo Koon.
But there's other people.
Yeah, what's his name? Kitster?
Kitster.
You know, there was a big
turd.
big rumor going around episode 1 that was going to be Boba Fett.
Ooh.
Did you know that?
No.
You didn't know that?
Mm-mm. I knew the Greedo deleted scene. That was pretty cool.
But there was a big thing like saying like Kitster is going to grow up to be because they were like Anakin and then were best friends, and then all of a sudden they're Vader and
he's
Boba.
on the executor. Like,
I know. Yeah, like hey, you remember when we won that?
Yeah. Hey,
you remember when we won that Potter? Oh,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Take my mask off. Just see me under here. But yeah, I remember reading that Kitster
pretty sweet.
Was
he had a little attitude.
Boba Fett.
Kitster, he get him on nerves. He had a little turd attitude.
Right.
Jeez. Anyways, Padme. Do Padme?
Yeah, she's pretty prominent though.
Yeah.
She's got she's got family we could do, or one of those handmaidens maybe, or something like that. I don't know. Baylor, we did Bail Organa already.
Yeah. Oh,
even though he wasn't even in episode 1.
We'll think about it.
Or was he in episode? Yeah, he was in episode 1. What am I talking about? Yeah. Huh?
Bail? In episode 1? I don't remember him in episode 1.
He wasn't in the Senate?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe he wasn't. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. He wasn't.
They mentioned Bail and Tilly's.
Yeah, it was episode 2. Yeah, it was episode 2. You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Hey, we're just ranting.
Yeah.
Again, check out our fan films at youtube.com/21pro or at the websites theunknowndiscovery.com, ridesofthetroopers.com. You can check out our other Star Wars podcast about the card game, StarWarsTCG.com. That's coming out this Saturday. What else? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, guys, for Casey Cooley.
Your tongues can't repel flavor of that magnitude.
Nice.
There you
go. Yeah. I was thinking about that one. But
yeah. I can say the real one, though. Our cruisers can't repel firepower of that magnitude.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, guys. That'll do it for us wrapping up episode 6 month. Thanks for joining us, and may the Force be with you.
This has been a production of the 21 Network. For more great podcasts, visit 21network.com. To view additional content, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/21network. Follow us on Twitter at 21network for the latest news and updates. The 21 Network, for the fan and all of us.